Yeah, last. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and thank you very much for tuning in to another video. In today's video we are going to be fitting this Revo induction kit on the beautiful Audi S4. Now it's going to be a quick video. We're just going to show you a step-by-step guide on how you install the kit. The reason for doing the video is because, as we said, we are going to be adding a number of performance modifications to the S4. So we've decided to start with the induction kit and let's get some noise. Let's show you the contents in the box. Got a nice sheet here just to clarify that this product has been certified by Matt Tenpenny. So Matt Tenpenny, thank you very much for providing us this beautiful Revo kit. We've got a card here and then we've got some Revo stickers. Some box here, so I assume that in this box we've probably got the filter head. Let's open that up. Yep, what a nice filter head. Packed, looks pretty big. Expect some good noise from this. And it's got a piece of foam that we don't need. One of the intake pipes. Yeah, one of the intake pipes. Guys, what I'm going to do now is just jump into the car and show you what the car sounds like stock with the current airbox in. So guys, first things first, what we're going to do is remove the current intake system. So that is going to involve removing this section here, this box and this pipe that is obviously connected to the manifold here. So I'm just going to run you through a step-by-step, speed up the process of literally just taking all this off. We've got two Jubilee clips here holding this section in here, and then we've got some T20 T21 Torx, so we can pop this entire thing out and then we're good to go and move on to replacement. Now the main thing here you want to do is be careful because you've got certain pipes like this and this holding on, so you want to pop these out and then obviously leave the hoses just running free, because obviously your intake is then going to sit in position of this. So let's get cracking. Do is start by removing these. So obviously we've popped these clips off. We've struggled a little bit with this little hose going around the back, and I managed to almost tear off one of these pipes, but still breathing, good to go. That is now off. Okay, nice and loose. So what we'll do is we'll take this little section out here
Give you guys a better view on the camera.
This is simply pop the clips, squeeze it down, and you can take that out nicely. So that's that removed. Then we've got this box here. We've got that's that clip on the side popped out, and then as far as I'm aware, there's a pipe that runs underneath this. So if you just slowly let that out, yep, this. Almost off. Almost off this. Go. It's a little bit of a challenge, but we've got that out. That's the old box. It's been completely removed. And in terms of what's inside it, I don't know if this cover will come off. Yeah, the cover will come off, but we'll show you guys what you get inside of it. But that's that box removed. Just get the initial base section nice and clean, so nothing new goes in. It's going to sit in a nice clean area. Wipe that up, nice. So this little hanging section here that you've got, Revo actually provide a breather kit, so it's 2-piece. You've got like a spongy material, you pop that through here and you basically lock that into this, so that goes into there. And there. That's clipped in. Okay, so what we've just learned from this is make sure when you're fitting this support arm, make sure it's basically parallel, it's facing straight, because that will allow you to hook onto here. So that is a breather pipe. We've fitted the Revo top head and we've bolted that into the side. Perfect.
So what we've got here is one of the rear mounting points from the, if you just have to focus, from the back of the existing stock box. So you want to pop that out and then you simply push that into here. That is going to basically create a mounting point for the new heat shield that's going to go in place here.
So what you want to do now is remove this C25 that connects the headlight together. There's the initial heat shield is going to stick down this spot. So that is taken out from there.
Now what we've done here is we've basically got the heat shield, fitted a little silicone hose, silicone wall plug here.
That has allowed this to sit on this top section slightly higher. So obviously we can bolt that in, and then if you have a look here, we've got the screw hole for the headlight. So we can pop that in and pop that in. That is now going to be secure. Just make sure that's straight while we lock it in. Is that 10mm? Make sure you hold this straight where possible. Now what you need to do is get the OEM ducting, pop that in back into the housing. That essentially is going to breathe air through the front into here, so it's a great system built because it fits very nicely with the current system. What you must do is pop this into this section here. That will make sure it holds nicely. So that's nice and clean there. I must admit that Revo have done a very good fit on this, because it pops in quite nicely. So as long as the top is in, then you're basically good to go. So that air will travel through the intake and come straight through the front. Okay, what we need to do now is we've got this silicone hose that will connect to the throttle body, as you can see just there, and we've got the two Jubilee clips. Now, to make this easier, you can remove the top of this engine cover section. That will allow you to connect this here. So what you want to do is essentially just pop these in just so that they're ready to tighten in, but only up until the actual intake is fitted. You don't want to do anything just before that. That is just popped in there nicely. Got the two clips hanging on there, so that's literally just locked in. Now what we're going to do is get the filter head and the filter pipe, and obviously just pop these two in together. Obviously I want to be as gentle as possible. Sometimes you have to be a bit rough with these things. Okay, that's in. You don't want to push it in too far. That's a good level, and then don't tighten the Jubilee clip, just have that there. Yeah. Then what we can do is simply pop that into here. Obviously that will need a readjustment, so we can get that, basically that air filter to sit nicely at an angle, because what's going to happen now is we're going to basically have two mounting points that are going to sit against here. That is going to allow the induction kit to sit perfectly. What you need to do is basically pop the intake system in. Pipe will basically hang downwards essentially, so almost, yeah, this thing gets marked up very quick. That. Yeah. It's popped into there. The intake is sitting quite nice and flush, as you can see. So we've got this corner point hanging just here. Let's just obviously make sure everything else is where it needs to be. Okay. Now what we're gonna have to do is basically fit in the Revo clamps using the clips provided. There's a supplied bracket. It's pretty cool, it says Revo on it. So we're going to basically pop that in here. That is then going to hook up to the side of the intake just to keep it secure. Alongside that, obviously we've got a nice bolt and a washer, and we're going to pop that in to make it secure. So let's pop those two existing ones out so we can lock this in. Okay, they're very big.
So we're just going to pop these out.
So we can get this plate in. And pop that in.
You can see that's nicely sat there.
Best idea is probably just put these on by hand first. Okay, that's that. Now what we need to do is secure this top
Section.
Best way to do that is
The intake is now in. Let's show you guys a bit of a close-up. This is what it looks like. The time has gone very quickly, hence the reason it's gone dark. Just because we've tried to work as fast as possible. But that is the intake system in, and it looks beautiful.
Okay, so guys, as you know, we've just fitted the intake. We sort of ran out of time just to kind of be able to get that video to show you what it sounds like, because it went very dark. We're in winter season, and obviously, you know, your boy is doing his best just to kind of get the videos done, you know what I mean? So anyway, now we've got the system fitted. We're gonna now just quickly hear what the noise of the car is like. We've got everything fitted up. To be honest with you, inside the cabin, we've got a moderate level of sound. It's nothing like stupidly outrageous, so it's not going really loud. But what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna just basically drive through the city, just have a feel of what it's like, and give you guys an overview as to whether it's worth the money or not. Now, one thing I do rate about this system is I had the Revo intake fitted on my Golf GTI, Golf R, so prior cars, and to be honest with you, the Revo just never fails to disappoint. So it's one of them where now we get to sort of test and see what's going on. I mean, the thing about the S4 V8 is it's very quiet inside the cabin because it's got a lot of weight to it. Everything's very sturdy, it's all fixed well, nice together. So I just think a lot of the modifications, it's not as outrageous as the GTR, if that makes sense, because the GTR's got a lot of plastic on it. It's got a lot of empty holes and spaces, so you can hear everything much more. Whereas with the S4, you've got luxury behind you, so it's more the case of, yeah, it's just like a luxury car on it, basically, made by Germans. So what we'll do is we'll run through a track of road, just give you guys an idea of what the noise is like from inside the cabin, and then we'll show you outside the cabin, so you've got a better idea of what it sounds like, and whether you should get your Revo intake. Okay. Now, obviously, in regards to power, let's have a view of what the car is like in terms of suction. We're getting much more whine from the supercharger. That, I must admit, it's going, like I can hear the supercharger pulling. That's basically me in manual, so we're in gear 3. You can hear it, but it's not drastic, but I can hear the supercharger, so the whining noise is coming through. I am getting a bit more response on the throttle. That's definitely something that I felt straight away. So that's the first big thing. So throttle response. Now let's see in terms of noise inside the cabin. We've put our foot down a little bit in regards to just with the windows closed. Now let's put windows down. Yeah. Let's have a look at what the noise is like. Go into gear 1. Give it a little bit of throttle. Oh yeah, that sounds outrageous. You can hear the supercharger just winding itself up. Yeah, that sounds next level. Oh my days. Give it another rip. supercharger's coming through nicely. You can hear it whining, and with the gear changes, it's just flowing through. I can only imagine how noisy this car is on the outside. So what we'll do is we'll hook the GoPro up to the outside of the car, and then we'll give it a couple of rips and then see what we've got in terms of sound. But otherwise, so far I'm very happy with it. In terms of power gains, it's probably given us about 8 to 9 bhp more. I can't put no promises on that because obviously the car's not been on a dyno, but in terms of figures, it's roughly around 8 to 9 bhp. I feel a bit more suction from the intake, which is basically giving us a bit more sort of throttle response, to put it the best way. So now, so sorry, beg your pardon. Now what we'll do is we'll go out, get the GoPro on the outside of the car and put a foot down, and then just give you guys an overview as to what it sounds like in regards to that. So yeah, it's a thumbs up from me for Revo. You guys are absolutely smashing it. Let's give it a bit more throttle. Yeah, absolutely love that. The noise is spectacular. Very, very nice noise. And the thing is, I think with the Audi S4 BA, you tend to get the car being really quiet. I think these mods are going to eventually bring that real V6 noise out. Because obviously with it being supercharged, you want to hear that supercharger. I think once we get the exhaust on this car, it's going to be an absolute different game changer. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you obviously want to see the build on this car. And at the same time, we've got some big things coming with the GTR. Because remember, that car, we've had it for a year now. Yeah, just remember that. So let's get the camera. So guys, we've successfully tested the Revo induction kit, and I must say I'm very impressed, and I would like to thank all you guys for supporting me. We're basically almost at 500 subscribers, so if you can, please do share this. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, because obviously I'm doing my best to get more and more content out there. We've got more mods coming for the S4. I literally cannot wait. It's been a good journey so far with this car. It's just a matter of now getting more power out, more sound out, and yeah, we're gonna have some crazy stuff going on with this car. So yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.